There comes a moment in every person's life when something shifts. Not externally, but internally. A spark, a question, a quiet realization that the life you've been living is only a fraction of the life you're capable of. For some people, that moment comes after a major setback, a lost job, an unexpected bill, a failed business, or a financial emergency that forces everything into perspective. For others, the moment comes after looking around and realizing you've been running on autopilot, stuck in the same cycle of working, paying bills, catching up, falling behind, repeating. But for you, that moment is right now. You are here because something inside you knows you were built for more. More clarity, more confidence, more control, more wealth, more freedom. You see, financial freedom is not something reserved for the lucky few. It's not something handed down from parents or granted only to gifted minds. Financial freedom begins in the one place no school, boss, or society ever teaches you to master: your subconscious mind. The subconscious is your operating system. And like any operating system, it runs your beliefs, your habits, your emotional patterns, your money behaviors, and your self-identity. It determines what you chase, what you avoid, and what level of success you subconsciously think you deserve. And right now, as you begin this audiobook, you are stepping into something extraordinarily rare. The chance to rewrite that programming and transform your entire financial destiny. This is your turning point. This is the chapter where your old patterns end and your new life begins. This is the 2026 Blueprint for Financial Freedom. Let's begin the journey. Chapter 1: The Subconscious Money Matrix. Most people believe money is about numbers, income, expenses, investments, debt, credit scores. But if that were true, then financial freedom would only belong to accountants, and it clearly doesn't. Money is psychological. Money is emotional. Money is subconscious. Every time you spend money, every time you save, every time you avoid an opportunity or fear a risk, the subconscious mind is quietly controlling the outcome. Think about this. Why do two people with the same job, same income, and same background often end up with completely different financial lives? Why does one accumulate wealth over time, while the other stays stuck? It's not intelligence. It's not talent. It's not education. It's subconscious programming. Your subconscious decides if you feel worthy of wealth, whether you take opportunities or avoid them, how you respond to financial setbacks, how you see yourself in relation to money, whether you believe wealth is possible, whether you believe wealth is safe, because for many people, wealth isn't safe. Not mentally, not emotionally. In this chapter, you'll learn how that programming took root, why it's affecting you today, and how to begin rewriting the money matrix controlling your decisions. Chapter 2: The Root Programming. Childhood money imprints. Your relationship with money didn't start when you got your first paycheck. It started when you were a child. Before age 14, the subconscious is wide open, absorbing everything. Every argument about bills, every moment of stress, every comment of "we can't afford that," every moment watching your parents struggle, all of it became part of your internal blueprint. If money caused stress at home, your subconscious learned money equals danger. If money was scarce, it learned money is hard to keep. If rich people were criticized, it learned wealth is bad. Wealthy people aren't like us. If generosity was praised but success was not, it learned having too much makes you unlikable. And when you grow up with these subconscious imprints, you begin repeating them, not consciously, but automatically. People who grew up with scarcity tend to overspend when they finally have money, avoid investing because it feels risky, self-sabotage when they start succeeding, chase quick fixes instead of foundations, stay in survival mode, even when their situation improves. On the other hand, people raised in an environment of financial calm tend to save automatically, spend intentionally, feel confident in financial decisions, take healthy risks, see wealth as normal, not unusual. This is why two people from different childhoods can live completely different financial lives. But here's the powerful truth. Childhood determines your starting point, not your destiny. You can rewrite every imprint. You can reprogram every belief. You can reshape your financial future, regardless of your past. Chapter 3: The Wealth Frequency Shift. Every person radiates a psychological and emotional frequency around money, an invisible signal that affects how you think, how you act, and what opportunities you attract. There are two major frequencies. Scarcity frequency. This frequency is fueled by fear, doubt, worry, lack, insecurity. Overthinking it leads to decisions like avoiding investments, spending to feel better, sticking to low-paying jobs, staying in financial survival mode, feeling uncomfortable with money, conversations, wealth frequency. This frequency is driven by confidence, clarity, calmness, opportunity focus, trust in your ability to grow, a sense of control. People with a wealth frequency see opportunities others miss, take strategic risks, make decisions faster, learn new skills more willingly, believe money will return or multiply. The question is not whether you want to shift frequencies. It's whether you're willing to change the internal emotional patterns that keep you stuck in one. In this chapter, we explore the mechanics of shifting your emotional frequency so your subconscious aligns with wealth instead of fighting it. Chapter 4. The Identity Reset. Who you become in 2026. Identity is the thermostat of your financial life. You can force new habits for a little while. You can push yourself to save or invest. But if your subconscious identity is stuck at a lower level, your results will always fall back to match it. Identity determines your financial ceiling. If you see yourself as someone who isn't good with money, never catches a break, doesn't deserve wealth, will always struggle, then no amount of strategy will break you free. But with subconscious reprogramming, identity becomes your greatest weapon. In this chapter, we build your 2026 wealth identity, the future version of you who makes clear decisions, acts with confidence, feels comfortable with wealth, takes opportunities, builds multiple streams of income, lives in control, not in fear. This chapter is about stepping into the person you must become to access the life you want. Chapter 5. The Hidden Enemies of Your Subconscious. These enemies live inside all of us. Enemy number 1. Fear of success. Not fear of failure. Fear of what success might change. Enemy number 2. Fear of losing money. This fear stops more wealth than bad decisions ever will. Enemy number 3. Fear of judgment. What will people think if I succeed? Enemy number 4. The familiarity of struggle. For some, struggle is more comfortable than success. Enemy number 5. Emotional addiction to scarcity. Your subconscious becomes addicted to the emotions you feel most often. We break each one apart using relatable stories and examples, so your mind can finally be free to grow. Chapter 6. Reprogramming your internal financial blueprint. This is the heart of the blueprint, where transformation becomes real. You will learn how to replace scarcity beliefs with abundance truths. Identify your automatic negative money thoughts. Rewrite limiting beliefs in real time. Introduce new subconscious commands. Use consistency to rewire your neural patterns. This chapter is the mental gym, and every exercise builds a stronger financial mindset. Chapter 7. The 2026 Action System. Here, we merge psychology with execution. You will learn how to build automatic saving habits, how to start investing even with fear, how to break the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle, how to turn skills into income streams, how to create momentum when you feel stuck. This chapter teaches how subconscious alignment creates effortless action, not forced discipline. Chapter 8. Mastering Financial Emotions. Financial emotions determine financial outcomes. In this expanded chapter, we explore how fear hijacks your decisions, how stress leads to overspending, the psychology behind impulse purchases, how wealthy people detach emotions from decisions, emotional regulation tools you can use today. When you control your emotions, you control your money. Chapter 9. Opportunity Magnetism. Opportunity is not luck, it's perception. Here, you'll learn why some people attract opportunities naturally, how confidence alters what you notice in your environment, why wealthy thinkers see possibilities, how to train your subconscious to spot hidden income paths. This chapter turns you into a magnet for opportunity. Chapter 10. Daily subconscious programming. Transformation becomes permanent only when repeated. You receive a morning wealth activation, a midday reset ritual, a nighttime subconscious rewiring script, a 30-day mental reprogramming plan, environmental reshaping techniques. Your life becomes a training ground for abundance. Chapter 11. The Financial Freedom Map for 2026 and beyond. The final blueprint includes mental reset, identity upgrade, emotional mastery, behavioral automation, income expansion, wealth accumulation, long-term reprogramming. Follow this map, and 2026 becomes the year your subconscious and your financial life shift into a new reality. Conclusion. The door is now open. You began this audiobook with curiosity. You finish it with clarity. Your subconscious has been awakened. Your identity has been upgraded. Your beliefs have been reshaped. And your path to financial freedom is clear. From this moment forward, you are no longer someone trying to change. You are someone who has changed. This is your year, your reset, your blueprint. and nothing will ever be the same again.